and prosper.
Our next guest says he has the plan and a blueprint for America's comeback. He is Senator George Allen from Virginia. Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning, gentlemen. Good to be with you.
Good to have you. You are running for Senate once again against Tim Kaine, and you say you have this blueprint, a plan to bring our economy back. Where does it start?
Well, it starts with making sure we're more competitive for investment and jobs. It also entails unleashing our plentiful American energy resources and reining in this overspending, overreaching federal government. One idea that would really help create a lot of jobs is to recognize that America imposes the second worst tax, the second highest tax in the world on job-creating businesses at 35%. The international average for industrialized countries is 25%. I believe America should be better than average, and if we reduce the rate to 20%, 500,000 jobs would be created every year. That's 5 million new jobs for Americans in the next 10 years. The other thing is we're number one in the world when it comes to energy resources, and if we unleash our American energy resources, that's going to create jobs. That's going to make sure that we're not paying excessively or unnecessarily high prices for electricity, for our gasoline. It'll help create and can potentially create hundreds of thousands, up to 1 million new jobs, plus the government gets revenues from it. So we in Virginia would like to be able to explore for gas and oil off our coast, utilize our coal, and America has energy from the Appalachians,
right,
all the way to the Rockies, from the Gulf of Mexico to the barren North Slope of Alaska. Let's keep the money here in America and not be so vulnerable to others.
Let's drill down and get a little specific in Virginia, a state I'm familiar with and having lived there. I know it's a tricky state politically, of course. It went to President Obama, but it's in that weird sort of gray area as to where it actually falls. It's an interesting purple state. Yeah, exactly. And a key battleground state for candidates in 2012. So what do GOP candidates need to do this time around in Virginia to win there?
Well, I've been listening to Virginians from Southwest Virginia to Northern Virginia to Hampton Roads, and people care about jobs. I think they're going to want to see someone advocating, like I am, a blueprint for America's comeback. Folks don't like to see our state and our country and their children having diminished opportunities. So I think in Virginia, on the energy front, we'd like to see a presidential candidate who understands that coal is important, clean coal technology, and also the federal government has shut down the East Coast, and Virginians, on a bipartisan basis, have been advocating allowing us to explore for oil and gas off our coast and share the revenues with Virginians so we could use it for roads and transportation. I think Virginians would like to see lower taxes so there'll be more jobs being created for young people graduating from college, and they want to see this Obamacare repealed. That's over $1 trillion of spending, because that, beyond the individual mandate, is causing college tuition to increase because of the expansion of Medicaid eligibility. And I think Virginians, knowing what we've done in welfare reform, would like to see the states have greater flexibility in Medicaid and save the taxpayers money.
Sure. Well, Virginia's very interesting. Hadn't voted for a Democrat in the presidential election since 1964 before 2008. Should be intriguing. Senator George Allen, thanks for being with us. Your opponent, Tim Kaine, welcome on this program anytime. How about tomorrow? But thank you for being here, Senator.
Yeah, we've asked.
Good being with you, Jen.